wonder whether that will influence what Henseleit does.
Henseleit is usually a very good lob wedge player.
Yeah.
She just got great hands. They're normally quite soft. Let the club pass her. She's looking at getting a drop, I think, from the drain.
But she's not standing on the drain. Is she asking if she can lift clean in place, maybe?
Maybe. The greenkeepers might not have been able to get that close to the drain with the cutters, so it would be longer than the rest of the area. So although it's not closely mown, it should be closely mown. She's just checking that with the referee.
Good attempt from Hewson. We like a par 3 by the water, don't we?
We're getting spoilt these past few weeks. Very similar in yardage to the 16th at Royal Greens.
So first mistake of the day. How big a mistake is it going to be from Henseleit, though? That's the way you do it.
Simamaka with a long birdie attempt on the second. Sorry, on the 8th. It's a really tough green, this one.
This is at the 8th, Pedersen. Yeah, it was always going to be interesting to see how Pedersen, went today. A big goal for her, of course, was to win the Race to Costa del Sol rankings. She did that with an event to go. Of course, a big event to come at the US Open. You wonder whether she might just lose a little bit of the intensity.
You did. You had to question it, especially because she went home, saw her parents. If she'd have gone straight from Saudi to here, you'd have thought maybe momentum, she can keep going. I have to say, I mean, her golf at the minute is incredible. And she's just got to try and ride this wave as long as possible. You don't get these type of runs very often. This lady had one last year. You just have to hope it lasts as long as possible.
Good save. Yeah, she won 4 times in 2 months. Once in Spain on the Santander Tour, twice on the Ladies European Tour in Morocco and Dubai, and then she went and won in the Symetra Tour in America. Iturrioz.
Well, right now everything is just coming so easily to Emily, but she knows it can get hard. So right now she's embracing the feel-good factor of playing well, being up there week in, week out, and getting in the winner's circle.
Well done, yeah. Beginning of March, she was outside the top 500 in the Rolex rankings, the world rankings for the women. She is now at a personal high of 77th, climbing. So Pedersen stays at 2 under. This is for Henseleit to get back to that. It's a 2 under by Pedersen. Iturrioz 1 under. Well, I thought the rain in Spain fell mainly on the plane, but Certainly coming down over Club de Golf de Guadalmina right now.
Now we've seen many players miss this to the right with a misread. Not for Simamaker. That's a good two-putt from the front of the green.
Did you mind playing in the rain like this?
I grew up by the coast, so I was always more comfortable playing in the wind. The rain, for me, I never bothered. Like, the jackets were fine. I've always played in the jacket. And
what about what Alice is doing here?
I remember watching Tommy Fleetwood early in the year, and he played in a jumper that ended up being nearly down to his knees. It got that wet. That's not comfortable. Hopefully she's got a rain glove.
It's not warm either. I mean, look at India, her caddy, and then look at her. I mean, she's playing great, though. I mean,
do you know what? Sometimes it happens. Charlie Hull's one of those that if she's playing well, she likes to stay in the same outfit. Maybe Alice is a bit superstitious.
But it's coming down so heavy now. Surely she's got to be contemplating
at least a rain glove. You see, Nuria's got a leather glove on now. These don't last more than a hole, and they're an expensive leather glove as well.
Yeah, back down towards the Mediterranean here from the ninth tee.
The trouble is with Alice as well. She's already wet, and then she's going to put waterproofs over the top of it. So, like you say, she's going to get cold. She's better off staying where she is now and staying wet.
Tight-looking drive, isn't it, here at 9?
Yeah, you can afford to hit a touch of draw off this tee, which Emily would suit her down to the gran. And you want to be short of the path, which is 240 yards off the tee, but it's playing downhill. So you won't see many players going over that. It's a path or a road. Out of bounds on the left-hand side, though. The bailout is towards the tree on the right-hand side.
Yeah, because of the weather, you can't really see much of the ocean today from the tee. Yeah, three nicely in position. Up at 11. Red button at 12 is Lydia Hall.
Really difficult to get to this back pin today. We'll see many players putting up that slope.
Lydia Hall, one of 5 players out in this afternoon's wave at the Spanish Open, who are all got to 2 under par. And you can see the 2019 Order of Merit winner and the Race to Costa del Sol champion of 2020 also in that group. And maybe, if she wins or comes second, we're looking at the Rookie of the Year potentially there as well, and Alice Hewson. They're all trying right now to catch Sanna Newtonen, who's led the way.
You're going to get so many text messages. Everybody wants a piece of you, but when you're playing bad, nobody speaks to you really in terms of text messages other than your family.
Well, she was missing cut after cut, wasn't she? You know, what do you say to someone who's doing that?
There was nothing you could say to her because it was that bad. But her coach, her boyfriend, her friends, her family stuck with her. She stuck with it, more importantly, because she was ready to give up. And to come back the way that she has and to be better than ever, and to do it with such a smile on her face as well. Like, her mentality on the golf course has improved so much. It just shows you, doesn't it? If you work hard, you can get the results.
Yeah, maybe some lessons that can be learned from our rookies in this group.
players lay up off the tee, short of the bunker, which is 221 yards off the fairway. You can see it there, just off the tee. Simmermacher looked to be cut out there. Left half is the perfect line off the tee.
Well, Astrid Weiss under Pradden has been on a run, and she gets very excited. She's birdied 3 in a row. She gets very excited, as you saw there when she holds a putt, and that's day 1. You wait till she's in contention day 4.
She often wears a cap, doesn't she, that says "pray for birdies," and she's just had 4 in a row.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's got the cap on today. Babnik with an excellent shot there from the left, from that rough down there. Fearlessly hitting it through the trees. Hewson from the centre of the fairway got a great look at this flag. With no more than wedge in hand.
Well, that helped her out a little bit. Oh, Waterproof jacket's coming on. Relented. Yeah, it's incredible. Her home course, Pia Babnik, who we just saw there walking up, she's the course record holder, 58.
I saw that.
Shot it when she was 15.
Well, the umbrella that she's got in her hand now says Junior Solheim Cup. That's what she was playing in last year. But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, Junior at 15. Well, of course, Charlie Hull played the Solheim Cup at 17, didn't she? Pia will be hoping that maybe she can get on Katrina Matthews' radar. If not, she'll probably be at the junior again.
She won't be allowed to.
Of course not.
Amateurs only, Junior Solheim.
But she must have been a shock to the system in Saudi Arabia, because she missed the cut at the Saudi Ladies International. It was the first time she played a Ladies European Tour event and been outside the top 20.
I think that's what I've been most impressed about, the consistency of the 16-year-old.
It was a similar story, wasn't it, for a 19-year-old Henselite last season. He had a win and 8 other top 10s last season. Of course, like everyone, stop-start season, played a lot in the United States this year, Esther Henselite, after winning a card on the LPGA Tour. I think this is about as heavy as the rain's been during this first round.
Yes, this was similar to the weather that we got overnight. It really is a downpour right now. Hopefully it'll blow through.
Brilliant birdie, despite the weather, from Nuria Iturrioz. I remember when she won in Morocco, I was there, the Lala Merriam Cup, wind and rain like this, and I think she shot something like a 66 in the final round, which was 4 shots better than anybody else in the field that day.
I played that day and we all looked at that score and could not believe what she had shot, and then went to win the tournament. And then we all had to fly to China then that night with wet clothes, people trying to get a shower to get that overnight flight to China. They say tour life's glamorous.
Thing is, if it rains like this, it's of course by the coast. It's quite a sandy and under soil, and it drains quite well. But we saw yesterday the puddles canopy. You can see the bunker there behind starting to get very wet.
Para there just lipping out for her birdie.
Let's hope it eases quickly because you can see puddles appearing there on the fairway. This is a birdie putt for Alice Hewson. Up the hill.
Keep an eye on the 11th and the 12th fairway because it is a low point of this golf course.
Choppy old waters. Well, it's not the only place you can get wet today. I bet Dad didn't think he'd signed up to this. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. It's the cut. Pedersen to finish off. It's to turn in 33. Henselite's done the same. As, of course, has Nuria Iturrioz after her birdie.
Well, after that fabulous shot out of the trees. Babnick, oh, she's left it short. You can see her looking across at Dad. It's not his fault, Pia.
Well, it normally is when you're 16. Says a father of 3 daughters.
This rain right now is torrential. It's very off-putting. You can't keep dry. Yeah, she's saying, why didn't I hit that?
This is the kind of weather, if you weren't professional, you'd be walking in now, wouldn't you? I mean, if you weren't being paid and it's a tournament.
Alice Hewson is looking for a ref now. She thinks this green's going under. Yeah, this is... You don't play golf in this condition normally.
Yeah, phone a referee, please.
Yeah, she's looking for a squeegee.
I don't know. If I was her, I'd wait now because you don't, a shot can make a difference between winning, not winning, making the cut, not winning Rookie of the Year, not. I mean, I know it's only a 3-foot putt, but you want to be on a level playing field, don't you, to everybody else?
And actually, Alice is showing some experience here because this is a downpour and this course is close to going under.
I hope that's not our commentary position. Otherwise, we're not getting out the door. Well, they're going on, aren't they? Nuria, listen, this to her is a sunny afternoon. Look at that. See, what rain. Bring it on.
Another player with a really positive attitude.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah, always smiling.
Yeah, love it.
And this is where it does come into it. Attitudes. There's always somebody that shoots a really good number in bad weather.
She's the only one that wants to get on with it at the moment. We've got our cameras obviously in various places. And nobody else is hitting a golf ball right now. Nuria probably run down. Let me putt out now. I'll be off to the 11th.
Well, Hewson is on the 11th. Waiting for a referee.
I don't think the referee's going to be in too much of a hurry to come along either. It's one of those where they could hold them, couldn't they? That's not. Is that? That's the lake. I was going to say it's pushed on a little more than I thought, but that is the lake down at the 12th hole. Looking to see who else is playing. This is by the 10th tee. Looks like Pedersen's going to have a go. I mean, there's been no hooter sounded, so I mean, really, obviously Hewson's calling a referee, but otherwise you should be playing on. sure if that actually fell in the bunker in the end.
As a player, this is where you are waiting for that hooter. You're thinking it can't be long, and you just don't want to waste a shot while you're waiting for it to be called. So you're trying to keep her gloves dry.
And this is where Esther really is losing out, because Henseleit doesn't have a caddy. It's a hard enough task to keep everything dry with a caddy. Well, the rain in Spain right now is a bit of a pain, but Henseleit plays on.
Seven iron here for Henseleit, looking to draw one in right to left. This green all slopes left to right, so that's two good leaves there. Looking at the radar, these are showers that are passing, but they are very heavy showers.
We had an interesting situation, didn't we, with this is at 13, Leanne Pace, where it doesn't look as bad as situation, didn't we, with this is at 13, Leanne Pace, where it doesn't look as bad as where we are over on the 10th. Leanne Pace right now is at 1 over par. I was going to say, we've got an interesting situation with a player out on her own this afternoon, haven't we, Sophie? Christine Wolf, Austrian player. Explain why she's out on her own.
Yeah, was due to play 8.50 with Dimmock and Herbin, but her caddy failed a COVID test. She did not. However, then the caddy retook a test and it was negative. So she's now playing at 10 past 1 in a one ball by herself, because both player and caddy have tested negative for COVID.
Yeah, so she hasn't tested positive once. Her caddy is now negative as well. So she's free to play, but of course she missed her tee time this morning, no fault of her own, so she's gone out by herself. Taking relief from the water there from Stuck. Soon it won't be easy to take relief from the water.
Now that looks like the 11th fairway. A low point on this golf course.
Tenth green. Pedersen, I think it may have just fallen into the bunker. A few hardy souls are down there on the beach as well, trying to watch a bit of golf.
The way she's doing her practice swing, it doesn't look like the ball is in the sand.
No, I think you're right.
Needs to land this on the fringe to get it close. Oh, did you see that? It just caught between the fringe and the green and kicked down. That's unlucky there. Just skidded on.
This is at 11. Shot, another dad on the bag, taking her free drop from the water.
That looks like the 8th green, so that's struggling.
Houston still awaiting on the 11th.
Laura Murray on the 8th. Esther Henselite on the 10th. It's getting hard to guess who they are under all these hoods.
Oh, it's a 2. Back to 3 under goes Henselite within 2 of the lead. Yeah, as you said, spoke about finding something with the putter, seeing it right there.
Looking to follow her in. Oh, just missed on the low side there. Nuria remains at -2 through 10 holes. It's definitely worth smiling about still. This is a battle out here right now. And Pedersen is battling to save her par 4.